sit on a win day?
Yeah, win's a win. Win's a win. I just mentioned in there that sometimes winning can be ugly, and maybe it was Tyson's sweater in between the benches. No, it was a sloppy game. You know, they played last night. They pushed hard. We made a lot of mistakes, a lot of execution mistakes, but Louis was real big in goal for us, gave us a great game, and Doan took care of the offense for us. So it's a win. We'll move on, get a couple days off, and get ready for a pretty heavy schedule coming out of Christmas.
You said last game that shorthanded breakaway stop, that was Louis, was the key to the game. How vital then were a couple stops he made on the 2-on-0 and then the penalty shot?
Our players were so excited about that, they give him 2 tonight.
Yeah, 3-on-0 next week.
But that, I mean, if that could turn out even uglier, I guess.
Huge turning point of the game right there. We're on a power play. We give them two breakaways, one on a penalty shot, and he stops them both. That's a huge turning point of the game for us.
What type of, for these last 2 games, how much confidence has it instilled in you, or what have you learned about Louis from these 2 games, now the 37 saves tonight?
I learned that he played well in both games. Like the Islander game, he didn't have a lot of chances against him, but he was real solid and made the key saves when he had to. And you could say the same tonight, only he had more shots against them. And quality chances, there wasn't a ton of quality chances in this game just because of it was a sloppy game, but he still made the ones he had to make and made a lot of them look pretty routine. So take the points and move on.
Pretty composed. He's making people make the commit before he's committed. Seems like he's pretty composed.
He's played. Looks like he's playing with a lot of confidence.
The captain back up and running at full speed now,
Yeah. I think he missed a lot of time there. It takes a while to get up and going, but he's been better here of late and capped it off with a real good game tonight.
Think we'll ever witness another hat trick.
I was hoping for it. He had 2 or 3 chances to do it tonight, so.
He almost followed up really quickly.
Yeah. We had him on there for the empty net. We were hoping maybe he'd get something there, but he, you know what, he had a chance to shoot at the empty net, but he couldn't get to the red line, right? So he did what was right for the team, and that speaks volumes about who he is.
Coach, at the break now, most team success evaluation at Christmas as opposed to an All-Star game. It's been my feeling covering the league for a while. What's your assessment of your club 30, 35 games into the season here?
Very mixed. I give our guys a lot of credit. We've hung around and won some games. But our goaltending has been up and down. The kids have been really good at times, and then there's been times when they've kind of hit the wall. But probably the best way to resilient group, hang around games. We've won some. We've integrated some youth into our lineup that helps us grow, but still lots of growth to go before you feel like your team is moving towards an elite team.
You think serious with Nick?
Upper body day to day, I think he'll be all right coming out of the break.
That's 20 goals for your team. I know a lot of it's out of necessity. You need help from everybody, but they've been scoring a lot of goals, especially lately here. A lot of goals from your team.
That's why a lot of goals are scored in the game these days. Lots of movement from the D, and even when our D isn't scoring, if you see, we chart all this stuff, but our D active are a big part of our offense right now in the offensive zone. So getting pucks through as well as being active to clear space for other guys has been a pretty good way for us to find some offense.
Are you still going with the win when you're in approach with goaltending?
Yeah, I would say that's probably going to be in place. Yeah, but you're coming out of the break. We've got 2 games in less than 24 hours, so I would imagine both guys will play.
Dave, the fact that you can say kind of a mixed review so far, but yet you're over 500, you're very much in the mix for a playoff spot. Would you have expected to give this type of assessment considering where the team was a year ago going into the break? Does that speak to the progress, or just that you have expectations?
Well, you'd hope so. You'd hope so, and like I say, I still think there's a lot of growth in this team, because you look at our young guys, Max and Duke and Martinuk and Dahlbeck. They've come a long way here in 30 games. We were talking before the game tonight about you know, there's things that they're doing in the game that don't get noticed by the fan that comes, but they're little things that are smart things that NHL teams do and junior teams have, you know, don't always do. So they're, you watch video of them, they're coming along, and then you see the growth of Ryder and Murphy, or, you know, they're turning into real good NHL players. So there's, you know, there's progress being made. Now, that being said, there's Schmitty being out and Hansel's missed some time. You know, there's places that we still have lots of improvement to go.
But is it nice to be able to say that, to level that expectation?
It's nice to be able to say you're better. That doesn't take much after last year.